Hey, I kind of wanted to touch base on being safe. How do you keep yourself safe wherever you may live? Is the Philippines safe? For me, it is, or at least I think it is. But if you guys haven't heard, I guess there was a YouTuber, southern Philippines, Del Norte, I believe. He was kidnapped. It's kind of all over the place. I think his name is Elliot Eastman. He was kidnapped. He was in an area, no Americans, but he was kidnapped in an area where there really aren't any expats or Americans, Europeans, whoever, just Filipinos, Muslims. An area where it's normally heavily with, I don't know, the wrong kind of people. Maybe the NPA, the New People's Army. But let's talk about it. 26-year-old kid. I mean, it's kind of sad. He was doing his YouTube business pretty much based upon where he lived in the Philippines. Kind of a first timer foreigner that's ever lived there, what have you, right? And if you watch some of his videos, I mean, go to his YouTube channel, check it out. It's still up. It's essentially just showing his experiences in this little province area, and him and his new wife, I guess. That was just his little experience and what he did. Obviously he was an American. He stuck out because he was the only foreigner there, right? I don't. Someone said he's talking about money or stuff that he had or whatever. Not good to brag about stuff like that, especially if you don't have. Just don't do it anyway. But being in a little tiny community like that, word gets around fast. But that's also southern Philippines is well known for being an area of having possible terrorists. The NPA, famous New People's Army, they've taken people hostage over the years for ransom, what have you. A lot, right? Always heard about that. But I guess, it's not, it's about this YouTuber. It's really, really sad. And I'm sure we'll hear more stories about other people throughout the years like we've had. He's just another one on a long list. But supposedly the Filipino FBI is investigating and what have you. But from what I hear, it doesn't look too good because he got shot in the leg, and they fear that they haven't heard anything yet, so he's possibly bled out or what have you, because there's been no ransoms, no demands for ransom. But I guess long story short, I'm just saying be careful. I don't care where you live, right? You certainly don't want yourself to stick out, and you don't want to boast and brag and say whatever. Ever, why do you want to do that? You have too much to live for. Even if you don't get kidnapped or what have you, just getting robbed, right? Or stabbed or whatever, right? People are desperate wherever you live. Certainly when I moved here to the Philippines, that was a factor in the back of my head. Am I safe here? I feel I am. Having your own house, a big cinder block wall, gated surrounding with locks, that helps. Family, you know. I'm not the only one that lives in my house. Her brother-in-law lives here with his family as well. You know, even if you get in our facility, then there's dogs. And of course, everything's locked up all the time. Not that we're paranoid, but it's just a good habit to have. I don't care where you're at. It ain't like when I grew up. When I grew up, the door was never locked. Our house was just there, come home, walk in the door, or whatever. But obviously, things have changed throughout the years. Just a totally different world we live in. There are desperate people. And I don't care how much I love the people in the Philippines or wherever you're at. You love them. There's always a bad apple. There's always somebody that's looking to cause you pain or hurt or take from you. Because we're not all the same. Some people are in desperate situations and will do desperate things. So all I'm simply saying is when you're out and about, don't let your guard down. I know sometimes it's easy to do. You don't really think about it until stuff like this happens, right? But just kind of always keep in the back of your mind without being paranoid. You know, things can happen. So, you know, I'm not going to carry 10,000 pesos with me if I don't need to spend that. I'll just take this 500 because I'm just literally going to the billiards place right by my house. I don't need money, right? I don't need my passport. I don't even need ID, right? Only bring your ID when you need it, right? If you're driving, obviously you need your ID. If you're going on a trip, traveling, sure, certainly you need an ID and probably a credit card, right? And a handful of cash. But be cautious there as well, you know. Even if you're staying at a hotel, they, you know, pending, right? I get it if you want to bring all your cash with you because I've had a couple weird scenarios happen at hotels in the past. But you know, just don't be so obvious where you're going and what you're doing. Just be cautious. You know, keep your guard up at all times and enjoy yourself. You know, don't get drunk somewhere, right? Where you can be taken advantage of. Always have always travel with someone else. Don't be a solo. If you have to be a solo, don't have a lot of money on you. You know, just be very, very careful. I know seems like you're paranoid, but you get used to practicing certain things when you're with family, yourself, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, right? You just get used to certain things, make it a habit, right? So it fits into your daily routine. So you don't have to sit there and panic and wonder and do whatever. You're doing everything you can. And sometimes you do everything you possibly can and things still happen. But all I'm simply saying is leave your guard up, not down, and it eliminates those opportunities, I guess. But anyway, let's say a prayer for that Elliot Eastman, and you guys be safe, and see you on the next one.